This is chapter number 9, Traders, Kings and Pilgrims. We are taking question and answer, so MCQ, true and false, fill in the blanks, whichever type is possible. We are going to cover all the chapter. So these pictures, which I collected from with respect to or in reference to the topic, will come back. Now I asked this question, who composed the biography of Buddha? The answer is Ashwaghosh. Ashwaghosh composed the biography of Buddha. Biography means Jeevani in Hindi. Say if somebody else or someone else, he is Buddha and someone else writes, that is called biography. For example, Buddha would have written his own life, that is called autobiography. Ashwaghosa and other Buddhist scholars began writing in English. No. That's wrong. It's in Sanskrit, so false. You can just make it false. The correct answer is Sanskrit. It's Sanskrit. What was Buddha Charitra? Buddha Charitra. So this, if you remember Ashwaghosh wrote the biography of Buddha. So the name of that biography is called as Buddha Charitra. What was the name of the new form of Buddhism? New form of Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism. Three of them. The earliest is Theravada. Then came Mahayana. Then one more is there, Tibetan. So in different parts of the world, different form is there. Because after death of Gautam Buddha, there were different beliefs. People start confronting that this is the good, this is the basic teaching, this is that basic teaching. That is how these branches came up. What is the meaning of bodhisattvas? So bodhisattva, those persons who have enlightened themselves or who have attained the enlightenment. They've got the gyan, they've got the knowledge, they have already seen the light, the real truth they have got. What is the name of the older form of Buddhism? This is called as Theravada Buddhism. Where the older form of Buddhism was more famous. So the Theravada form, Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Thailand. There are other places also. How do we come to know about the dangers faced by the pilgrims in their travels? So this is India. Now the Bihar region right now what we have, this is the place where mainly things happened. Different empires, Gautam Buddha. So Bodh Gaya, Buddha got the enlightenment. Sarnath, he gave most of his sermons. And then finally in Kushinagar, he died. So these all areas are very important, poise, pavitra, for the Buddhist and people from different country who believe in this religion or these thoughts. They come here to visit, to see. It's 2,500 years back I'm talking about, right? So all these people who came here, and when they came here like Fa Xian, like Xuanzang, Yitzing, they wrote their travel what we call it as vlog. So they wrote everything what happened to them, or what happened when they came and went back. So Chinese Buddhist pilgrim wrote about the dangers they encountered on their travels. Name the three chiefs mentioned in Sangam poems. In Sangam Sahitya, there is a word called Movendar. That means three chiefs. And these three chiefs is Teen Mukhiya. One is Chol, The other is Chera. The third one is Pandya, CCP. Chola, Chera, Pandya. This is Chol, this is Chera, this is Pandya. So we are talking about this region. Gautamiputra Sri Satakarni belonged to the Dash dynasty. Gautamiputra. Satakarni is the king. Gautami is his mother. Satvahan dynasty, Satvahan Rajvansh, Satvahan empire. So Satakarni is the king. Gautami is the mother. That is how there were many Satvahan kings. So Satkarni is one of the famous, most known. This is the empire I am talking about. It's just in between south and north. The Christian religion first emerged in Christianity when it started, or where it started. You know, this Christianity, because Rome, Italy, Pope is also there. So if I take you to the Middle East, where Israel is there and Palestine, so there is a very pawan at one point where all these three religions, Judaism, Christianity, Muslims, all they claim that this is their basic place. Okay, so this is the area I am talking about, and that particular area is important for each religion which we have, the powerful religions today. So this is Gaza Strip, this is Israel, we have Jordan, below part. So this point I am talking about. So Christianity, Islam, and Jew, all these three religion believe, they say that our religion started from here. So Christianity began from Palestine, moved to Greece, then to Italy, and then it spread to the whole Europe. Name the place where the images of Buddha were made predominantly. Images were made, sculpture were made. Previously, Buddha were just made as a picture. He's sitting on, behind him there is a light, below a peepal tree, he is sitting and he's enlightened. Then Theravada, Mahayana, Tibetan form came. Then the images or sculpture, murtiyan, pratimaen of Buddha were made. Different forms, different shape, different angle. So, Fashian or Shwetsang or Itzig, this the middle one, he took a lot of images, and there was a hadsa also. There is an incident also had happened. So the answer you just saw. At Takshashila, a new form of Buddhist art influenced by the Greek style was developed. So what is that form of Greek style? Is it true or false? Takshashila, Nalanda, yes, true. We are talking about, this is a correct, true. Name the Sanskrit term from which the term bhakti has been derived. Bhaj, Hari Naam Bhaj, Ram Naam Bhaj, Bhaj, then Bhajan, then Bhagwat. All these words have come, bhakti. The Bhagavad Gita is a part of Mahabharata. Mahabharata is an epic, is a huge epic. For Sanatana Dharma, this Bhagavad Gita, which is a part of Mahabharata, is like a Quran of Muslims and Bible of Christians. Who composed biography of the Buddha called Buddha Charitra? Buddha Charitra. Who wrote Buddha Charitra? We just discussed it. Ashwagosha. Name the form of Buddhism that was popular in southeastern countries. Southeastern countries. It's Theravada Buddhism, southeastern. Okay. Even China has an airlines called Southern Eastern. So whenever we talk about Southern Eastern area, we just go to China and below, those lying below countries. In southern India, the largest number of caves meant for the Buddhist monks are located in the region of. If you go to southern India, where where we find most of the Buddhist bhikshu, bhikshuni, monks, caves, and that is the Western Ghat. This is the Western Ghat. This is all Western Ghat. Name the place where the philosophy of Bodhisattvas was most popular. Bodhisattvas. The answer is China. This means that whosoever has got enlightenment, who has got the knowledge, who has got the know the truth now. So whenever he after this, it is advisable that just leave the house, go to forest and meditate. But this is not possible. Jainism, Buddhism says that if you want to get knowledge, you just come out of the house and just go to the forest, meditate. But this is not possible. Who is going to feed them? Who is going to do a lot of activities, So for normal public, it was very difficult. But China and various other countries, who all have enlightened, they can do their normal work, and they can help the monks who were pilgrims. See, Saudi Arab, we have Makkah, Medina. Islam, 5 pillars. One of the pillar is that you go to Hajj. Now people go to this place because of pilgrim. Mathura, why people go? Because for Krishna, everyone goes Mathura. Why people go to Amritsar? They have a great religious importance, Gurdwara. So these are all pilgrims. So the pilgrims were both men and women who took journeys to holy places to offer prayers. For example, Mumbai, from Mumbai, anybody can go to Makkah, Medina, Saudi Arab, and he is going for a pilgrimage. He is a pilgrim. So he is a Tirthyatri going for Tirth. Name a book that contains a discussion between Krishna and Arjun. So Krishna and Arjun, Krishna is assumed to be a Bhagwan. He is a Bhagwan. Arjun is one of the Pandavas. So he was fighting against Kauravas. Krishna was the charioteer. Means he was with Arjun. He was guiding also. Krishna was guiding Arjun also. So Krishna says, whoever deity you are following, just leave them, come to me. I'll give you the knowledge. I'll give you the essence of life. This discussion is in Bhagavad Gita. What was the most valued export commodity to the Roman Empire from India? Roman Empire. What is the most valued export? Export in Hindi is niryat. Means from your country things are going out. What is the most valued export commodity to the Roman Empire from India? From India, it was going to Roman Empire. So what was that? Rome, Italy. It was pepper, kali mirch, black pepper, black gold. This was so important. This was so mang iski, that is called as black gold, kali mirch. The city where Sangam literature was composed was the capital of the Dash rulers. So just see Madurai, Pandyas. You see what Pandyas? Madurai. So this is Pandya rulers. You see, Madurai is just here. Yes, this is Madurai. Let me just expand it. This is Madurai. Here all the poets would meet. They would compose. Personal devotion was the central idea of Bhakti movement. Absolutely true. That is, whosoever you like. You like Durga Mata, you like Kali Mata, you like Vishnu Mata. You just pray for them. And you don't need any priest in between. If you pray them from your heart, cleanly, and they will come in front of you. Darshan denge. They can come in the form of Janwar, in the form of tree, anyway. Name the deity who shelters river Ganga in his long hair. So deity means Bhagwan. So we have Shankar Bhagwan, Lord Shankar, Lord Shiva. He shelters Ganga, means it start from here or keep here. Let me show him. See, he has jataye, he has hairs. This is where Ganga lies. Now, these two questions are for you. I would encourage you to answer them, or one of them will also do, because this will check you that you have followed the whole chapter. Now you're ready for the examination. Any of one answer is most welcome. So this is all about this chapter. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.